All right, folks, welcome to Nino's Corner.tv. Big news today. Obama behind the assassination plot of Trump. One of them, at least.
Yeah, be correct on that.
One of them. There's a lot of people probably behind a lot of them, but behind one of them, Tulsi Gabbard has come out and stated that he is behind one of the plots in 2016. Correct, Juanito?
Well, yeah, if you remember, there was this concern that Trump could not be allowed to come into office. Of course, the basis was that he was a working on behalf of Russia and Putin. And so what you've seen was uh, Tulsi disclosed about the December 9th meeting there at the White House. And at that December 9th meeting, they um, essentially began the conspiracy to change the information about um, the intelligence assessment that was done, where Clapper had come out and said, "Yeah, there's uh, no indication on December 7th of any plot to take out, to affect the U.S. election by Russia."
Well, they
Then
never would have dreamt that he'd get past all that and then become president and then become president again after Biden. They would have never dreamt this in a million years.
Well, they didn't think that he was going to win. Hillary, the fix was in. Hillary was going to win.
Right.
Once Hillary didn't win, and she herself was shocked that she didn't win because they'd done everything to
I know.
fix the game. Then they had to go into an emergency mode. So they had the December 9th meeting. Then the intelligence assessment was flipped and saying that, in fact, um, there was Russian interference in the election to help Trump win. Then,
Juanito, let me just stop you. Let me just stop you for a quick second. Let me just get this in there, folks. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I got to do it. A recent study found nearly half of patients following popular weight loss trends quit within a year, often used lower than predicted or prescribed doses, and ultimately lost less weight than they were led to believe. This is why I use this secret amazing new product, folks, and I'm obsessed with the results. It is designed to naturally support my body's own GLP-1 production and boost levels by over 50% without drugs, prescriptions, or needles. And I hate needles. It promotes safety and feelings of fullness, reduces cravings, reduces my hunger, hormones, helps me lose fat instead of muscle, and supports healthy blood sugars. Summer is here. It's time to get that beach body. Some of you are late to the ball. Better get on it. Grab yourself a bottle of GLP-1 now to save up to 44% only at trimwithnino.com. Plus, you'll also get 2 free ebooks titled The 3-Week Diet and 53 fat-burning smoothies and milkshakes. Get on it, folks. I don't peddle anything I don't try. All right, Juan, sorry about that. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
I have a time limit to do these things. So,
gotcha.
So this is exciting stuff. I mean, I just talked.
Well, let me finish so people understand the context.
Okay.
So after they then had this December 9th meeting, and people were, writing themselves memos, memo to myself, trying to explain where they were coming from. They knew, every person there knew what they were doing was essentially the basis for a coup. And by the way, I would walk over right in front of the Capitol, but they got a bunch of music going on with a kind of a
everyone is telling me, I just had Sean Atwood on. A lot of he's been following the Diddy trial, and they're all convinced, absolutely convinced. Like, yeah, okay, he gets arrested, nothing happens. Nobody believes me that this is going military, and I got to be kind of careful. I'm fluffy. We'll talk more about that on Nino's Corner.tv right after this, folks. But nobody believes me, and everyone thinks, he'll get a slap on the wrist like Diddy. It'll be for publicity, no big deal. He'll get off the hook. They couldn't be further from the truth, right?
Totally. That's people that are locked into a situational norm.
Yeah, but you can't blame them for thinking that. I mean, everything they've seen thus far.
I don't blame them, but they're wrong. So, let's get on the right side of history where this is going. Let me just finish this one comment. So the reality is, in the weeks that followed that December 9th meeting, you have to remember December 7th, no indication that Russia did anything, big to affect the election. This is after the 11/3 election. Clapper says, yeah, I mean, we don't see anything out of the ordinary. Then they get this riot act reading there in the Oval Office. Everybody toe the line. Here's what we're doing. And so they all step into line and amend the intelligence assessment. Yeah, Russia did interfere. Trump was in on it. In that context, then other actions start to take place. They have to paint this picture as though Trump is a Russian agent who has somehow reached to the point where he's going to take command of America, and therefore they need to somehow stop him from taking office one way or another. Throw the questions in there. They're going to do whatever they got to do. And ultimately, if in fact it looks like they're unable to stop him from taking office, then it's total silence is the whole thing. They got to silence Trump. They're authorized to go ahead and take him out. So on December 18th, it was actually on the 17th, but the action took place on the 18th. A whistleblower stepped forward that was aware of what was going to be done to take out Trump before he could be inaugurated on January 20th.
Don't go into too many details on Fluff Dude, because this is a platform that I can get in trouble with this. But let's talk about it vaguely.
Somewhere we're going to have a really in-depth conversation about the true origins and nature of the YouTube creation, history, everything.
Yeah.
In the meantime, and you notice how the stone is different. Notice how the Capitol building has a gray kind of a patina to it when the sun hits it, right, and everything else is white. Anyway, at the end of the day,
I'm just, what I think, what we can talk about here is what I'm worried about, Juanito, is when this does happen, this event does happen, what's going to happen with civil unrest? I mean, people are going to lose it. The country's going to.
Well, again, Nino, I've said this to your
BLM,
audience.
Antifa.
No, I've said this to your audience numerous times, and it bears repeating right now. Those whom the gods would destroy. In other words, think of the powers that are in power right this second. It's not just Trump, it's all the people around him. They're at the pinnacle of power right now. And if they're going to take down someone who is also in some sense regarded in that elite power structure, as Shakespeare said, those whom the gods would destroy, they must first vilify. Now, I've said that to you and your audience so many times. This is that moment, that example. You now have to sift out the information that you have. You've got to back it up adequately, which Tulsi's going to be doing.
But Juan, it's not even on the mainstream. I mean,
hold on a second. Hold on a second. It will be the only thing on the mainstream. It takes a few days. That's what I'm saying.
Epstein's the mainstream right now.
No, but what I'm giving you right now, this has only happened in the last hour. You understand that it was, Trump this morning tweeted out a meeting in the Oval Office between himself and Obama. And then at the end of that meeting, it shows Obama getting taken down and taken into custody.
I saw that. That was AI.
That was Trump himself that tweeted that. You understand that?
I do.
Okay, it was AI generated, but it was Trump himself. Trump isn't mincing words. That kind of comedy, that kind of illusion isn't being done by Trump. He's not running Saturday Night Live. He's taunting, he's baiting, but it's actually what's going to happen. He is trolling these people. This is what's going to happen. This is where I'm going. This is where the country's going, which is true. The country is going to witness. And so now you're being prepped for it. And all those people that are naysayers that don't think it can happen, they're mentally having to go through the gymnastics now so that when it actually does happen,
even
it's
Leo
less of a shock.
Even 𝗬𝗂𝗧𝗂𝗲, who you told me to interview, said there's no way this is going to happen. He said,
well, it doesn't mean
this will cause the country to go into civil war.
No, there's only one way forward. You must eradicate these people who thought this was all fair in love and war. Okay, these are literally communist monsters, Marxist
Okay,
monsters.
Juanito, let's take this back to the back channel. Let me read this out to the folks first. DNI Tulsi Gabbard confirms former President Obama authorized assassination attempt on Trump. Washington, D.C., July 21st, 2025, and what may become the most explosive revelation in U.S. political history. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard announced that declassified intelligence files directly implicate former President Barack Obama in authorizing a covert assassination attempt on the president-elect Donald Trump. The files set to be publicly released detail a sprawling top-secret program initiated in the final 30 days of Obama's presidency with the explicit goal of preventing Trump from ever taking office. Operation Silence. Wow. And I'll go into this more on the back channel. Are you okay with going to the back channel?
Remember why I was so concerned. Remember why I was so concerned, Nino, coming up to the inauguration this time around, because we had so much information about what was going on behind the scenes and the tools that were available to some of these people. So all of that concern was not hyperbole. Okay?
This is unbelievable that this is breaking. And I mean, how many more people are going to be implicated in this? Juan, let's take it back to .tv. Are you okay with that?
Sure.
All right, folks. See you at Nino's Corner.tv. And you're the general in the general's tent this month, right, Juan? On the 30th, correct?
Yeah.
So I'll see you the 30th at 5 p.m. He'll be taking questions. And folks, right now, for a limited time, half off Nino's Corner.tv right now, monthlies and yearlies, limited time. I'm not going to do this very long. It's only be a few days. That's it. All right, Juan, I'll see you at Nino's Corner.tv. And, oh, wait, one more thing, folks. Wait up, JenniferMack.com, thejennifermack.com. I'll put the link down there below. I'm trying to hurry up, Juan. I got another one at 6. I'm just trying to smash this out. I'll see you at Nino's Corner.tv, Juanito.
All right, bro.